Hi folks, back again, Bathrobe Chronicles number 91. Hey, now this is truly a biggie here. Let me start the old watch just in case. If you've read more than or seen more than a couple of these, I'm sure you've run across one where I've mentioned homeopathic medicine, as they call it. In fact, just a week or so ago, I did one on, there was a mass suicide, primarily in England. They had, I think, 400 people throughout the country, and they had some scattered around the world here and there. In fact, we had a family in Florida that participated, and basically what they were going to do is everyone was going to commit suicide by taking an overdose of homeopathic medicines. Real briefly, in case you know nothing about it, real briefly, because I've gone through this mess before. Homeopathic is three things. Number one, if you take a healthy human being and you find a substance that will make that person nauseous, then if you have a person who is nauseous, then you give them that substance, and that's called like cures like, which of course there's no, as I understand it, there's no basis in medicine to validate that or think that it would even remotely work. By the way, Heinemann is the guy's name. I'm pretty sure he's a German. He dreamed this stuff up 200 years ago. Now, the other thing about homeopathic medications, excuse me, is they claim that the more you dilute it, the stronger it becomes, the more potent it becomes. Honest. I didn't make that up. And what they do is they have this thing, I think it's called succussion, and they shake it side to side. Anyway, they just keep diluting it and diluting it and diluting it and diluting it until there's not even a molecule of whatever the initial substance was that was in there. I mean, not even a molecule. And do Google searches. This stuff's all over the internet. And the third thing is they claim water has memory. In other words, since you don't have the substance, that, in other words, if a chemist looks at the so-called medicine, there's no substance in there. But they claim the water has memory. You can remember the substance. There you go. Anyway, this is really big in England and all throughout Europe, and of course the stuff's over here too. And you have, even in the United States, you have, I'm sure, people who put themselves out as homeopathic physicians, and what they're selling is water and sugar pills, because there's absolutely nothing in them. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Nothing. Zero. The only thing good about homeopathic medicine, that if you don't have an actual illness or disease or whatever, is you can, excuse me, you can never be harmed because all you're doing is taking water, or a sugar pill. So that's the only good thing about it. But anyway, in England, and here again, I don't live in England. I don't know really what's going on over there. I read a lot, but that's about it. But they actually have, and I'm sure there's more than one, homeopathic hospitals, if you can believe this. Yes, it's a hospital, and what you get when you go there is you get homeopathic medicines, the water, the sugar pills, and so on and so forth. Well, here's the deal. They're shutting these babies down, if you can believe that. They're shutting them down. It's saying, in a clear statement on the absurdity of public funding and regulation of homeopathy, British MPs instructed government to stop paying for homeopathy, shut down homeopathic hospitals, cease all homeopathic clinical trials, and crack down on the homeopathic efficacy claims. That's it. They're basically saying, we're going to shut you babies down. Here's another one. Homeopathy doesn't work. It can't work. Listen carefully. Excuse me. It can't work. If it did, physics, biochemistry, and pharmacology, as pharmacists know it, would be false. Yet this elaborate placebo system persists, supported in part by the pharmacy profession, which seems comfortable selling products with no active ingredients and no evidence that it works. I could go on and on and on, but you know, this is a pretty big deal, because I mean, you know, England, the homeopathic stuff over there is everywhere, you know, and they actually have hospitals. Then one other thing, the product labeling for homeopathic products under all current licensing schemes fails to inform the public that homeopathic products are sugar pills containing no active ingredients. The licensing regimes and labeling lend a spurious medical legitimacy to homeopathic products. And on and on and on. Just one more, bear with me. And for the labeling to make it explicit that there is no scientific evidence that homeopathic products work beyond the placebo effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You have this whole country, England, and of course it's widespread in Europe. You have homeopathic hospitals where you go and you get sugar pills and water. And finally, after no telling how many years, they're shutting these places down. Anyway, for those of you who are interested, I thought you might get a kick out of this. As Pat Gondel would say, peace, ladies and gentlemen, peace, and stay away from the homeopathic stuff, okay? Bye.